Thank you for joining us for our song and story today. We have another solar program planned for today. Hey, Nathaniel, where are you going?
I'm going to the moon.
You're going to the moon?
Yeah.
If you're going to the moon, wear your boots. If you're going to the moon, wear your boots. If you're going to the moon, you will need your boots right on. If you're going to the moon, wear your boots. If you're going to the moon, wear your suit. If you're going to the moon, wear your suit. If you're going to the moon, you must wear your suit. If you're going to the moon, wear your... If you're going to the moon, wear your gloves. If you're going to the moon, wear your gloves. If you're going to the moon, this is what you have to do. If you're going to the moon, wear your gloves. If you're going to the moon, wear your helmet. If you're going to the moon, wear your helmet. If you're going to the moon, this is what you have to do. If you're going to the moon, wear your helmet. Are you ready, Nathaniel? Oh, let's sing to you. Oh, where have you been, astronaut, astronaut? Oh, where have you been in your rocket? I have landed on the moon, and I may return there soon with a moon rock in my pocket. I like it. You look like a real astronaut. Andrew, did you find a book? Did you find a book? Look at that. Ooh, tell me about it, guys. This one looks like a machine book. Oh, there's all sorts of neat machines in this book, isn't there?
Is this my book?
It's our book. It's one we can share with Brother. Looks like he's enjoying it right now. Let's see.
Wait, I don't want this thing.
My giant fold-out book of machines. I see a car and a tractor and a dump truck and a train. So the whole book is kind of long, but there's a page in it that goes along with our theme today. We're going to see if Andrew, let's look at it, Andrew. It says, in the air, we have a glare on our page. We have light aircraft and hot air balloons and a glider and a passenger jet, a seaplane, a helicopter, a rocket. This machine carries astronauts. What is it? Can you lift the flap, Nathaniel? Lift it this way. It's the space shuttle! Look at that! They may be launching the space shuttle tomorrow, Nathaniel.
Yeah.
Yes, we have to keep that in our prayers that everyone will be safe. So today we have this ginormous book to show you. Our friends Miss Tina and Ken Zumak let us borrow this special book. It says, Welcome to the solar system, shedding light on the planets, the sun, the planets, comets, and more. We're going to read some of the interesting things in this book. Whoa, look at that, Nathaniel. What do you see?
What's this?
Let's check it out. Gravity? What's that? All matter from the tiniest bit of dust to the biggest planet has the power to pull other matter toward it. This is called the force of gravity. The bigger, heavier, and closer the body is, the more powerful its pull. The pull of the Earth's gravity keeps us on the ground and holds the moon in orbit. The sun's gravity keeps the planets from floating away into space. Meet the solar system. Ooh. Our familiar sun is really a star, just like the stars you see twinkling in the sky at night. It's a very special star for us, not only because it brings us light and warmth, but because it's the center of our solar system. Let's see. All different sorts of really neat things. Oh, Nathaniel, what is this?
An astronaut.
That's an astronaut. Yes, he's out in space. All right, let's turn to the next page and find something neat to look at.
Do this one.
Which one?
That one.
Space rockets blast off from the Kennedy Space Center, piggybacking on a space shuttle. This photo tells us the story of the miracle of space travel in a nutshell. People had always dreamed of traveling to the stars, but they couldn't find a practical way to break out of the pull of gravity. Rockets were invented in the 11th century, By the 17th century, Sir Isaac Newton had figured out the basic laws of rocketry, but there wasn't a powerful enough fuel to get far. Experiments continued over the next 200 years, and by 1957, rockets were able to launch the tiny Russian Sputnik 1 into orbit above Earth. Soon scientists were launching humans into space in much bigger spacecraft. Now rockets can launch shuttles carrying the material and people needed to build space stations. It's quite a story. Then it shows this gentleman, Yuri Gagarin, was the first human in space. He had an orbit that he orbited the Earth once. Then Valentina Tereshkova was the first woman in space. And then Neil Armstrong, on July 20, 1969, was the first human to set foot on the moon.
Do this one.
He said, one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Do this one.
That is the lady, Miss Valentina, that was the first woman in space.
Do that one.
We just did that one. Let's look at the next page. Oh, look. The first moonwalk, Nathaniel. On July 20, 1969, millions of people were glued to their TV sets to watch the first moonwalk. The spacecraft Columbia carried 3 American astronauts, Neil Armstrong, Mike Collins, and Edwin Buzz Aldrin, into the moon's orbit. Aldrin and Armstrong went down to the surface in Eagle, the tiny lunar module equipped with TV cameras. Armstrong, the mission commander, was the first human to set foot on the moon. As he stepped onto the moon's dusty surface, he said, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." Aldrin followed him, and they walked on the moon for about 2.5 hours. Because of the low gravity, they had fun making huge leaps in their heavy spacesuits. They also collected rocks and soil to bring back to Earth. Nathaniel, can you say what Neil Armstrong said? That's one small step for man.
Mankind.
Can you say that? One small step.
One small step for one.
One giant leap.
For man.
Mankind.
Mankind.
That's right, yes. Even though it was just a little step for him, it was huge that there was somebody on the moon. So we have our planets. Let's just name them off. We've got Mercury and Venus. We've got Earth. That's where... What's Earth? Earth is where...
I'm going to round down on this.
Earth is where we live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa! I'm crying.
We've got Mars. We've got Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. And this book has Pluto in it, but we've since found out that Pluto, they're not really classifying Pluto as a planet anymore. Poor Pluto. This page is all about Mars. Seeing Mars. Today we can see pictures of Mars like never before. Special cameras in the Hubble Space Telescope and the Mars Global Surveyor have changed our ideas about the planet. Did you know that people are trying to go to Mars now, Nathaniel? They hope to be able to fly to Mars someday. Let's look at this. Ooh, look at this one. There's another rocket blasting off.
Do this one.
Asteroids are considered to be small or minor planets. They orbit the sun, and some even have their own moons. All different sorts of space things, Nathaniel. Welcome to the solar system, shedding light on the sun, the planets, comets, and more. Thank you so much for watching our song and story today. We hope you enjoyed. We'll see you later. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Come back again, we'll see you soon. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Can you say goodbye too, Andrew? Say bye, we'll see you next time.